Thank you, and yes, I am indeed with the DMA. I am one of the coders, developers behind a lot of the things Borja mentioned my name. I'll try not to go into too many technical details. So I am presenting the VOCT, or the Vessels Operations Coordinations tool today, which is a SAR-focused tool. I'm just going to give a bit of a background for it. We started in the efficiency, looking into route exchange. For that, we developed a simple way of communicating through AIS, send a few waypoints back and forth. We used this tool in collaboration with the Danish Naval Home Guard, where we tried to participate in a search and rescue operation, while not as much for route exchange, but for sending out a SAR area. That's what you can see here. So it was still relatively basic, rudimentary, but it allows us to transfer data from a shore-based to a ship-based system. Which, of course, in the ACCSEAS project, we decided to look further into this because it showed some promise. That led to the VOCT, and I'll just give a quick explanation of what that is. It's an open source prototype coded on the EPD. It allows calculation of search areas and patterns. We base the calculations on the SAR manual, which SAR people, I'm sure they know. It also allows you to import the SAR areas, the SAR calculation, the drifts and whatnot, from commercially available search and rescue software like SARIS, which is used in Denmark and in the Dutch Coast Guard. It allows communication of these search areas and patterns from the SRU or the OSC or the JRCC to the individual search rescue units participating in a SAR, and allows a visualization of the received data directly on your ACCSEAS or in your VTS equivalent. Once a search operation has been established, it allows you to monitor it, allows you to see what all the participating vessels are doing, what are their search routes, how much of the search route have they actually completed, is there anything that they might need to go back and check on. It also allows you to have a shared log, almost like a group chat, slightly more advanced, where any participant within the operation can send out a log message. For instance, we have spotted drift, anything like that, and it's automatically shared between all stakeholders participating in the operation. That was one of the great things that we found lacking sometimes, in that there's a lot of VHF communication going on during a SAR operation, and having an automatic and updated version of this, so the ships and the OSC automatically receive the same status update that everybody else is getting. This is just a quick picture of the OSC version. I'll show a video with more details of it. But you can see the search areas being calculated. You can see the search pattern that's been assigned to the SRU, and you can follow the SRU unit, search rescue units, progress through that search area. And of course, you can update it as the operation proceeds, because one of the big challenges is that it's of course very dynamic and it keeps changing, and you need to be able to update it very easily without clogging the VHF frequencies. We use the Maritime Cloud Framework for communicating and for distributing all this, since it gives us easy access to all the participants and various stakeholders, be it ashore or on the ship. We tested it first in collaboration with the Danish Naval Home Guard, where we tested an early prototype. This is a picture of one of their ships, MHV Bopa, where we deployed it, and then from a shore-based OSC, we send out the search patterns using the Maritime Cloud. We used primarily 3G for the connectivity. We did it in the Sound here in Denmark, so we still were in 3D cover. And that went very well. We had a lot of good feedback. We then went back and we improved it. Then we went to the Netherlands and Den Helder, and with the Dutch Coast Guard, we performed I think it was almost a week-long test using one of their vessels. And we have a video for that.
The ACCSEAS project supports improved maritime access to the North Sea region through minimizing navigational risk. The services developed in the ACCSEAS project have been tested in simulators, at focus group interviews and in real life. The project has developed and tested a tool to optimize search and rescue management and communication. The Vessels Operations Coordination Tool, the VOCT, is a digital tool that has the potential to revolutionize search and rescue communication and unit management. Previous tests during search and rescue operations show that using systems currently available, it could take up to 14 minutes to transfer position information from the coordinator to the rescue unit. The VOCT enables almost instant digital transfer of information with a reduced risk of human errors. For testing, an e-navigation prototype display with basic search and rescue coordinator functionality and VOCT functionality was developed. All communication between EPDs and shore servers was obtained utilising the maritime cloud. The VOCT was tested live off Den Helder, the Netherlands, with participation from the Netherlands Coast Guard Joint Rescue Coordination Centre and the Coast Guard vessel Jevoli Amarans. A dummy was dropped off the coast before the initiation of the scenario. Drift search areas and search patterns were then calculated at JRCC and sent via the maritime cloud to the Coast Guard vessel for presentation on their e-navigation prototype display.
Before, search and rescue exercises and search and rescue operations are very voice-based. Vessels exchange information via VHF radio or other verbal means. This vessel operations coordination tool will provide the opportunity to change information digitally and graphically, so displaying search areas, search patterns on the screen where you actually need it.
Netherlands Coast Guard, good afternoon. Okay, so you are from the sailing vessel Abri. You have a man overboard in position 52 degrees, 53 minutes north, 004 degrees, 34 minutes east. The man is 25 years old, good condition, red sailing suit, wearing a life jacket, and he went overboard 15 minutes ago. Motor vessel Jevoli Amarant, Netherlands Coast Guard. We have just received a call from the vessel Abri. They have a man overboard in position 52 degrees, 53 minutes north, 004 degrees, 34 minutes east. The man was 25 years old, good condition, wearing a red sailing suit and a life jacket. He went overboard about 15 minutes ago and request you go to the last known position and participate in the search. And we will send you a search plan as soon as possible.
The transfer of information from the voice media to the digital media will make it much more secure. The information you will be absolutely certain that the information that you send out is the same that it is received in the other end. It will give a better situation awareness of both the mariner and the search and rescue personnel ashore. The persons ashore, they will be able to see where the vessels are, what they are planning to do. And the same on the ship side, which areas has been searched and which areas has not.
Search pattern is 90 on 207.
In test that we did earlier, it took 15 minutes to transfer that information, position information, from shore to the vessel. This will be almost instantly, so it will save time. It's safer, it's more efficient, and in the end it can save lives.
It's a nice system. It works easily with different tabs. The information we get, we can send it to the vessels by data instead of by voice, which is a lot easier, a lot quicker, less language barriers. It's easy to use, it's good to use. It's a good system.
So we performed the test and we got a lot of good feedback, which of course we incorporated into the software. And now for the way forward, we will use the results from both of these VOC tests to use for input to IMO and CSR to promote further development of SAR data exchange. Basically the concept of sharing this search and rescue data. You don't have to do it through VHF. It's not meant to replace VHF, but to add onto it. And when you're exchanging a lot of coordinates and a lot of search areas, it's a lot more effective to do it electronically, and it maintains and ensures that everybody has the same situational awareness, everybody understands what's going on in the area. We are doing some development on our Arctic web platform, which Thomas Christensen briefly mentioned, which is our web-based Arctic, I think he likes to call it embryonic e-navigation, as a way to get the concept of SAR data sharing out there and use it in a way that is usable right now on a web browser. And then we're also planning to participate in the Baltic SARX, which is a large multinational SAR exercise, where we will also deploy the VOCT, and we will gather more feedback and more tests from that. Thank you.